stocks. Joining us now, Barbara Doran of BD8 Capital Partners and Adam Crisafulli of Vital Knowledge. It's great to kick off the hour and the week with both of you. Barb, I'll start with you. The fact that we saw NVIDIA trade higher 6.5% today on, I realize, thin trading volume in general for the market, but on more AI news, is this warranted? Does it speak to AI versus everything else in the market?
Well, I think it does. I think, what you also have going on today is a poor auction in terms of yields. So I think that's taking a little bit out of the market. But you've got a lot of interest in AI. I think NVIDIA reconfirmed that this is big, it is long-lasting, and it's going to affect a lot of companies, whether it's right now the hardware layer, it'll move to software and applications. So there's a lot more to be done in this space. So I think it does help also confirm that we are in a bull market because it is having such a positive effect. So, yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, along those lines, Adam, the fact that you've seen yields moving higher in recent sessions and stocks, for the most part, moving higher, or at least hanging in there, is this a dynamic that can continue?
Not necessarily. I think for the time being, the yield move hasn't been too dramatic just yet. We're going to get some important May economic data in the coming weeks, and I think investors are really curious. We've seen two hot numbers with the flash PMIs last week and then the Conference Board Consumer Confidence Survey today. If the other May numbers, the ISMs, the jobs report, if that is similarly hot, then you could see yields move up further. That could really unnerve equities. I think for now, the two can move in lockstep. The leadership of the market today in particular was very thin. So you did have a huge move in NVIDIA, but you saw heavy selling in a lot of safer haven groups like Staples Healthcare, and then also cyclicals, transportation, capital goods. Those stocks got hit hard as well. So the underlying price action today was a lot weaker than it looked on the headline. I think NVIDIA's market cap is up about $450 billion just since earnings Wednesday night, so Thursday, Friday, and then today's session. So obviously the fundamentals behind AI are huge and very bullish. You saw two data points today with the XAI fundraising confirmation, and then OpenAI announced they're beginning to train their next model. So a lot of enthusiasm, but potentially you could be getting into an overheated part of the rally for that sector of the market.
Yeah, about that, Barb. I mean, the whole overheating idea, you point out that the downside is limited because there's been lots of cash flowing into stocks lately, people getting excited again. But say you're an investor who's been pretty fully invested already. Where do you put your money now? Can you still put it into those same stocks? Should you, because the cash is flowing in now, or is that a sign that maybe the end is near?
Well, one always has to ask that question. What we've seen, and that was the Wall Street Journal article this morning that did some good work about the cash flows into ETFs, and it's 7 of the top 10 are in stocks. It's some $170 billion. So people are getting bullish and putting money to work. And we always mention the $6 trillion sitting in money markets. So that, I think, is support on the for the market on the downside, because the market, the economy, we've gone over all the macro. The economy is strong. Inflation, seems to be, we'll see if it's stable. We got the PCE number here. But I think there's still, a bullish, posture to have here. Now, the question on NVIDIA, I own a lot of NVIDIA. It's now really overweighted in the portfolio. So you go, what do you do here? If I didn't own it, would I buy it here? I wouldn't necessarily buy it here. I'll be trimming back, just simple risk management when positions get too big. But I think, when a name runs like this, there is always some pullback, and just really because of profit taking. So if I were, looking for a place to invest, I'd wait on that kind of a name. Now, Apple, for instance, is something that had been recovering. We had good news today, but that had lagged. Google had lagged previously, caught up in this last few months. So I think there continue to be opportunities in these kinds of names. And basically, though, it points to stock picking. People keep having to change their mind in terms of rotation. Do we do industrials? Do we cyclicals? Do we go back to staples? And I think last month you saw an example of that where you had utilities and financials both making highs. Financials are typically early cycle, early economic cycle, and utilities are typically late cycle. I think that's telling you there's a bit of confusion about when rates are going to come down and where that puts us in the economic cycle. So I think stock picking is still what you have to do.